But if you understand that, then you'll understand this. Let me put this thing down. You still with me, Brother Dixon? I'm trying to let y'all go home. I wear this because, number one, I am an African. Amen? Huh? Oh, I'm an African. But check this out. The Garden of Eden was on what continent? Do y'all know? Africa. The Garden of Eden, biblically, is where Adam and Eve lived. Amen? And they're the mother of all what? Mother and father of all what? All people, all humanity. All life came from them. Amen? And they live in, if all life came from them, then all people were born out of what continent? Or can I get a witness? Let's move to science. They found Lucy some time ago, and they said Lucy was the oldest human being, and they called where they found her to be the birthplace of humanity. What continent was Lucy found on? Oh, can I get a witness? She was found on Africa, amen? The mother continent. Now, they claim that we're running out of food in America. They claim we're running out of food in Europe. They claim we're running out of water and land all over the world. But there's one continent that still hasn't run out of food. Can I get a witness? It's what? Oh, yeah. There's one continent that still hasn't run out of land. Can I get a witness? It's Africa. There's one continent that still provides diamonds today. Can I get a witness? That's Africa. There's another continent, not another one continent that still provides gold today. Y'all better hear me today. There's one continent that still provides more coffee than any other continent, more bananas than any other continent, more coconut than any other continent, more spice than any other continent, more salt, more pepper, more paprika, more of all that good stuff you like to put on your food. It all comes from Mother Africa. And I didn't say 3 weeks ago. I didn't say 30 years ago. I said today. Somebody say today. I said today. And I'm trying to tell somebody that the time is now. It's not yesterday. We're not waiting on it. The time is now. In 1619, they brought the first Africans from Africa to the shores of America. They landed in Jamestown, Virginia. If you Google 1619, you'll see that there's a whole project trying to teach us when we got here, where we came from, and who we really were. But that's when we arrived as slaves. I said 1619. Come on with me. Say 1619. What year is this? That's about 400 years. Amen. About 400 years. Amen. Come on, say 400 years. But that wasn't the first time we arrived here. When Christopher Columbus arrived in 1492, y'all hear me? That's 200 years earlier than 1619, give or take. When Christopher Columbus arrived, he discovered, as he writes in his diaries, that the Native Americans, who he called India because he was lost, amen, he discovered that they already had money. I don't have any coins in my pocket. They already had coins. And on coins, there's usually what? A picture of what? President or somebody. The coins that the Native Americans had pictures of dark-skinned men on them. Y'all with me? When Christopher Columbus arrived, not only was he lost, not only did he misname the people that were there, but the people that were there already had an agricultural economy, they already had housing, they already had education, and they already had money, which they had traded from men who had come on boats from far away. Guess where the men came from? Huh? Say Africa. Number 7 on the haircut. Who's number 7? All right? He's waiting on you. Number 8 then. Who's number 8? All right, go for it. Now, say number 8 is Burl. Can I get a witness? And Burl is Africa, because Africa is full of color, but it is absent of color. Let me explain that. And I'm going to sit down. I wear this necklace pretty much whenever I can remember. Not because I want to make anybody feel bad, but I'm trying to make folk feel good. But everybody doesn't get it because our minds have chains on them, and our hearts have chains on them, and our souls have chains on them. And it is amazing how many folk I run into who have the same skin color that I have who hate being black. They hate it. If they had another chance and they were to be made again, they would ask God to make them as white as he could. They hate their skin color and they hate my skin color, because that's what we've been taught to believe, that black is a curse, that black is a bad thing. If you're black, get back. If you're brown, stick around. If you're yellow, it's mellow. But if you're white, it's all right. If I'm lying, I'm flying. And I ain't flying, amen? And so, as I gave out last week, Friday, on our small Friday, we served 80 families, fresh produce on this parking lot. We served 284 individuals. We served 50 families with children right here. Maybe 4 of those families were black. But that's all right, because I'm more than a color. Can I get a witness? And my calling is to more than just black folk, amen? God put me on earth to make a change, wherever I am, to whomever we need to make a change for. All right? Now, do me a favor. Get that security guard out here in here. Now, tell me your name again. Officer Lee. Y'all, that's Officer Lee. Are you going to be here every Sunday? Not every Sunday, but you're here today, right? All right. All is walking? We ain't having it. That's your job, amen? So if they got to go to the bathroom, you ask them they got to go to the bathroom, but otherwise they need to sit down, amen? You got me? Okay. Give me the thumbs up if you understand. Amen. Now, I'm wearing my necklace. We have people from Saudi Arabia, Nepal, Afghanistan, all these places that people don't realize that people live in this neighborhood, but they're from all over the world. And as I'm registering people, they would say, what does that necklace mean? Huh? And so I'm going to test you. Somebody tell, what does this necklace mean? It means Africa? Okay. Anybody else? Huh? Look at you. I like that. That's what I'm talking about. See, I ain't even ready for that. I got to plant the seeds early. We ain't even ready for nation talk. It's about building a nation. But we got to get ourselves together because in order to build a nation, you need men. And then when you get those men, you need an army. And when you get an army, you're ready to build a nation. You need more than just an army militarily. You need an army for agriculture. You need an army for self-defense. You need an army for political power. You need an army for economic power. You need an army for education. You need an army for health care. You need an army for law. We need an army, but we need men first. Men cannot act like boys. Men cannot beg for a living. Men cannot lie. Scratch where it doesn't itch. Smile when it ain't funny. Shuffle and jive and kowtow. Go downtown and Lord have mercy, you almost made me cuss. Go downtown and I am embarrassed. I am embarrassed. I pick someone up from the airport and I take them downtown and I want to show them how great Cleveland is. And every 10 feet I have to stop with somebody saying, "Can I have some change?" Somebody that looks like me. I am embarrassed. I went to school. I sacrificed. I washed dishes. I cut grass, I sold newspapers, I got grants, I did everything I possibly could in order to get an education so I can come back to this community and be a part of the resurgence of Cleveland. And everywhere I go, I run into men that look like me that want to act like boys. It is embarrassing. And I say that in love. Because if we don't have men, we can't build an army. Do you know the richest country in the world today? Do you all know what the richest country in the world is today? Well, they've got money, but they're still over there committing human rights violations because they have money from oil, but they don't value the rights of women and children, and so they're not in control. They have money. That's what that Live Golf thing is about. They have goo gobs of money, but they have not distributed the money to everyone. And so that causes division. Because if I know that you have more than enough to eat and I'm starving and I live right next door to you, we're going to have a situation, amen? One of them days we're going to have a situation. Either when you at home or not at home, we're going to have a situation, amen? Because I'm going to eat, amen? Huh? I ain't going to apologize either, amen? I pray you ain't at home when I come to eat, amen? So Saudi Arabia, they have money. The OPEC nations have money because they have oil, but they don't have order and holiness because they are stingy. The richest nation in the world is Israel. Israel. Who lives in Israel? Yeah, the ones that call themselves Jews. And I mean that. They call themselves Jews. Revelation says the Jews that say that they are Jews are not Jews. And historically, they can't be the Jews that they speak about in the Bible because they're from a whole different region. The Jews in the Bible are from, guess where? So in Israel, you have to go to the army. I believe it's when you're 18. Everybody goes. Did y'all know that? But Israel also has the highest concentration of PhDs in the world. You know what a PhD is? That's the PH for, it means you're a doctor of philosophy. You're an expert in some field. It's called a terminal degree. They have the highest concentration of PhDs, scientists, doctors in the world. But when they're 18, everybody has to volunteer for the army. Because they don't refer to Israel as a country. They refer to Israel as a, what'd you say? You said it. We refer to Israel as a nation. When we talk about Africa, we talk about countries, because we have colonized and imperialized and stole their nationhood. We won't let them be autonomous because we need all of those resources that way. England is an island that has nothing but rain. England is an island that has terrible weather and no resources. England has conquered the entire world from an island. They have robbed every other nation of their nationhood, including the United States. We had to fight them to get our independence. The British are coming. The British are coming. Y'all heard that? Number 10. England is a white nation. Scotland, white. Portugal, white. Spain, white. Belgium, white. The majority of the rest of the world is people of color. We have used color as a divisor when God never intended it to be that way, because there's no difference in God's family, because we all bleed the same blood. I got 2 minutes. As I'm giving out food, one of my sisters, her name is Abdel Shahid. I have to spell out their name in order to register. Every time she comes up, she says, "It's me, my name." And I say, "I know your name, Abdel Shahid." You ought to learn people's name because that's the name they have. You don't make somebody else's name something comfortable for you. Your name is Soon. Don't call me Sonny. When folks don't I'm back for a moment. Pastor, what does that necklace mean? I said, it means I believe in one race. She said, no, but it looks like Africa. I said, it is Africa. All races came from Africa. Open your ears right now. She said, I know. I am an African. Her granddaughter in the back seat. She said, I am an African too. We are from Morocco. Next car. Pastor, what does your necklace